And a good afternoon and welcome inside the East Grand Forks Civic Center, the site of this Section 8A boys hockey game featuring the visiting Detroit Lakes Lakers and the home team, the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you, here to bring you all the play-by-play action as the Lakers look to sweep the season series with the Green Wave after beating them just a couple of weeks ago. December 20th, they beat East Grand Forks at home at the Kent 3-2 in overtime. The Lakers are looking to get back in the win column, though. After that win against East Grand Forks, they followed it up with a couple of losses. They lost to Northfield 4-2, and then they lost in their most recent game on Tuesday against West Fargo Cheyenne. Final score 2-1. Lakers are currently 5-6 on the season, and they take on East Grand Forks, who enters play at 3-7-1. East Grand Forks, they won their most recent game on Tuesday. They beat Fargo Davies 5-4. They're looking for their first win against a Minnesota team. They've only beaten North Dakota teams so far this year. On the other side of things, the Lakers haven't beaten a North Dakota team, so it's interesting as you look at the schedules. But again, as you look at both teams' schedules, both teams with very good, solid opponents all throughout the schedule, and that's where you look at that Green Wave record of 3-7-1, and you might say, if you're not a hockey fan, you might say, oh, it must mean that they're not very good. No, they're playing good teams on a nightly basis, and of course they are the defending state champions here going into this season. So should be a fun one here tonight. If the Lakers were to somehow get a win here tonight against this Green Wave team, that would pretty much plant them in the number 2 seed in the section, as they have beaten Thief River Falls. If they had beat East Grand Forks here tonight, that would mean that they'd sweep them, and then it would all hinge on January 16th when the Lakers will host the Warroad Warriors. That'll be a huge game coming up on the 16th. But first things first, got to take care of business here tonight against the East Grand Forks Green Wave. We were treated to a really good JV game. The Laker JV team won 4-2 after being down 2-0 going into the third period. JV team ended up getting 4 goals in the third period, unanswered goals, and getting the win. So hopefully the varsity game lives up to the hype as well. Pre-game show brought to you by Snap Fitness in Detroit Lakes. Coming up on our Snap Fitness pre-game show, we'll hear from the head coach of the Lakers, Ben Noah, introduce you to tonight's starters and get to our Ameriprise Financial Carrier and Vardy keys to the game. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Snap Fitness of Detroit Lakes is the only locally owned 24/7 fitness club in the Lakes area. Snap Fitness has month-to-month memberships, meaning no long-term contracts or club enhancement fees. Work out on your own time, even with a busy schedule. Looking for a class that will motivate and push you? Check out the Snap Fitness Boot Camp with Coach Carly. If you sign up this month, you'll receive a Lakers card. With MyZone technology, Snap Fitness helps you stay on track and reach your fitness goals. Proud supporter of Laker Athletics. Membership subject to a one-time enrollment fee. Snap Fitness, Detroit Lakes.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Vardy, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Vardy at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's, built on trust.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
Talking with the head coach of the Laker boys hockey team, Ben Noah. Coach, East Grand Forks to begin the 2026 year.
Yeah, what a great way to start it out. I mean, East Grand's going to be really hungry to get their revenge against us because we nipped them in overtime the first time around, and now we come up here to their barn and they don't want to lose. And so these are the games that you want to play, though. You know, as we get into the second half of the year, we want to inch our way closer to our best brand of hockey, and you got to play the best teams to do that.
Yeah, now as we get into the new calendar year, it becomes almost crunch time in a way.
Yeah, and you know, it's just so awesome about our schedule that we've been improving year after year for the last 3 years is we don't have a night off. And you know, we're sitting here at 5-6, but every single game we have taken something from it, whether it's film or effort or urgency in our game, to start games fast, to finish games strong, to come from behind or to protect a lead. All these things are happening right now, and the record doesn't matter, especially since you know, the teams that we have lost to have been non-conference, non-section games. And so we're really looking forward to tonight, knowing that it is a big game, and hopefully we bring it.
Yeah, if you were to look at the record of East Grand Forks, they've only won 3 games all year. They haven't beat a Minnesota team yet this year. But as we talk about how strong our schedule is, they have a tough schedule too.
Yeah, theirs is even stronger. I mean, they get they get a bunch of AA schools. They get a bunch of top 10 Class A teams. They don't have a night off either. And, you know, you look at what they did and were able to accomplish last year as a team is they had a slow first half. They weren't winning very many games, but they kept getting better. And all of a sudden they find themselves as state champs. So it's a great recipe. You know, we took our recipe kind of a little bit of a model that East Grand does, and we're not worried about our record right now. We just want to play a good brand of hockey.
What do you remember most about the way that East Grand plays from the last time we've seen them, which was only a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean, they're just a typical East Grand Forks team. They're deep. They skate really well. They play fast. They play north. They finish checks, and they get to the net hard. And so it really forces us to defend. It forces us to pick guys up on the back check. It forces us to be disciplined in the defensive zone with our positioning, with sticks on the ice, head on a swivel, knowing where they are, you know, making hard plays. Can't have any soft plays up the wall. Everything's got to be hard. We got to gain lines. We got to get pucks deep. You know, puck management and battles are the two biggest keys to tonight. If we don't turn pucks over at the lines and we win the majority of our battles, I think we'll like our results.
Bust right up. Everything went well. Boys focused.
Yeah, I kind of like the 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock game because, you know, we're getting up in the morning and getting on the road. And, you know, if it's a 5 and 7, there's usually a lot of sitting around, and, you know, you're leaving town at 2 o'clock. Well, we got to leave town at 10, and now we're here, and we'll get home at a good hours. And we have a quick turnaround tomorrow when we play Davies too. So, yeah, really looking forward to tonight. I think the boys are ready.
Should be a good one tonight, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Charlie.
Head coach of the Laker boys hockey team, Ben Noah, joining us here. Back with more right after this.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatels, built on trust.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and healthcare in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free. Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Good afternoon. Welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. It's Section 8A boys hockey here tonight. The visiting Lakers taking on the home team, the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Detroit Lakes looking to go to 6-6 on the season. East Grand Forks looking to build off a win earlier this week. They're now 3-7-1. Let's take a look at the starters here tonight. We'll start with the Lakers. Starting lineup, top forward line will be Easton Kennedy. He'll center Henry Olsen and Will Cymbaluk. Defensively for the Lakers, Bauer, Walter, Hudson Pettit. And the goaltender for the Lakers, Griffin Lindberg, coming in with a record of 5 wins, 4 losses, 2.29 goals against average. Really nice save percentage right now at 93%. Leading scorer for the Lakers right now is Easton Kennedy. He's got 10 goals on the year to go along with 4 assists. And he's closing in on 100 career points, which right now at 47 goals, 49 assists. in his career. So closing in on a 100-point career, Easton Kennedy, senior captain. Taking a look at the starting lineup for head coach Tyler Palmasino and the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Starting forwards look like this. Jace Panzer, he's the centerman. That's a familiar name here in East Grand Forks. Panzer last name. Tucker Lovejoy at left wing. Cy Gelman at right wing. Defensively, Ryan Clausen and Max Beese. And for the Green Wave, their starting goaltender is Noah Schindele. He's just a junior. And him and Griffin Lindberg, they both played in the Elite League together in the offseason. So two goaltenders that are familiar with one another, and we'll see who comes out on top. Of course, Schindele, part of that state championship team last year with East Grand Forks. All of those guys part of that championship team last year with the Green Wave. And Schindele, as a sophomore, winning a state title for your school. That's pretty cool. So the Green Wave and the Lakers set to do battle here in just a little bit. We're going to squeeze in another break. We'll be back with our Ameriprise Financial Carrier and Vardy keys to the game right after this break. You're listening to Laker Hockey on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free.
Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. Proud supporters of Laker Athletics. With over 55 years of experience, Metal Sales is the nation's leading manufacturer of metal roofing, wall, and building systems. When it comes to metal panels, no one does it better. Looking for a fresh career opportunity? Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes is hiring. Stop by, apply online, or give them a call to see what's in store for you. Good luck this season, Laker athletes, from everyone at Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. The Metal Panel Pros.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
B&M Electric, a full-service electrical contractor that's built a reputation on honesty and service, providing top-quality service at a reasonable price and long-lasting relationships with the best general contractors in the area. B&M Electric is proud that home and business owners alike call them year after year for their electrical needs. The biggest compliment? When their customers refer them to friends. Over 35 years in the business, licensed and bonded. Good luck to all the Laker athletes from Mike and Brenda at B&M Electric.
Look, the big new Old National Bank in town is just trying to make a go for it. But they have a lot of shareholders to please down in Chicago. At Midwest Bank, your local bank, the only person we have to please is you. So we employ people here. We invest in people here. We build businesses here. And if that's the kind of thing you want from your financial institution, we welcome you here to Midwest Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Come hang out at the DLCCC. Indoor pool, indoor track, indoor backyard. It's all indoors and ready for you to join. And if you're not sure how to work the equipment or where to start, book a session with a personal trainer. Many classes, many levels. Workouts are an important part of an athlete's career. So whether you're a beginner or advanced, the DLCCC has something here for every level and every age. So get started today. It's a great decision. Check out their Facebook page for classes or call 844-4221. Good luck to all the Laker athletes.
VTD Manufacturing in Detroit Lakes is a proud sponsor of the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They're a customer-focused, growth-oriented manufacturing partner providing innovative, customer-specific solutions to world-class brands. They succeed by investing in their people. They know the power of teamwork is what it takes to make a successful company, just as the teams of the Detroit Lakes High Schools do as well. VTD is community-minded and loves to see the Lakes area grow. Good luck this season to all Laker athletes.
Welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center as we get ready for puck drop here. The Zamboni cleaning off the ice as we get ready for puck drop. Let's get to our keys to the game. They're brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier, and Vardy. And as we heard from head coach Ben Noah, you know, it's so important, especially when you're playing quality opponents, to not turn pucks over. And that's going to be a key tonight, not give up odd man rushes. And winning the battles in the corners or at neutral ice or in your own zone, winning those puck battles, that's another key to the game. And my key to the game here tonight, I think it's all going to boil down to whose goaltender is going to play well. We know that the Lakers have some solid forwards and defensemen, but goaltending, man, Griffin Lindbergh, there's nobody else in our section that I think I'd rather have. And can he, win this game for the Lakers here tonight as well? I think goaltending is going to be a big key to the game here tonight. And that's our keys to the game. Brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier, and Vardy. And we had a really fun JV game, and see what the varsity game has in store for us here as we're just about set to get the varsity game underway. As we get into the new calendar year, 2026, as the Lakers, after finishing the 2025 calendar year, going 5-6 on the season, some big wins, as we mentioned, with the East Grand Forks win. And also getting a win against St. Cloud along the way, Fergus Falls shutting them out 5-0, and then Thief River Falls winning 3-1, and Sauk Rapids all part of those wins for the Lakers. And they have a game tomorrow against Fargo Davies, a team that they played against once already. They lost to Davies back on the 12th in overtime 2-1, but Lakers will play again tomorrow, and that will be at Shields Arena tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And we'll have broadcast for you tomorrow as well. Girls hockey coming your way tomorrow afternoon as the Laker girls hockey team takes on Northern Lakes at the Ken Freeman Arena. And then looking ahead, we have girls basketball and boys basketball next week, and more girls basketball, and then we'll have that big matchup for the Laker boys hockey team on January 16th. One to circle on your calendar. It'll be at the Ken Freeman Arena, and I believe it's a Friday night game too, so it should be a fun one. And tonight's game has a big impact. That game will have a huge impact as well. Warroad, they did have a tournament, and I believe they hosted their tournament, a holiday tournament, and they ended up getting the championship. Warroad right now ranked number 4 in the Let's Play Hockey rankings in Class A. So there were some other games happening over the holiday break for holiday tournaments. We're the only game tonight in Section 8A. There's some other games in the area. Northern Lakes takes on Chisago Lakes. Little Falls versus Prairie Center, games in Section 6A. And in Section 7A, Hibbing takes on Wayzata. Hibbing right now in Class A, ranked number 2 in the state. So more of our Snap Fitness pregame show will continue after this. You're listening to KDLM 1340 AM, 93.1 FM, and also at 96.9 FM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3. We'll be back with more of our Snap Fitness pregame show right after this.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards, or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101. Or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Roll-off containers from Haug Incorporated are perfect for any project. Don't let your project become bigger than you thought it'd be. Maybe you're in need of Haug's roll-off containers for your construction projects. Haug significantly reduces disposal costs often made by big, bulky trailers while doing the dirty job of taking the debris away for you. The big roll-off containers will handle your demolition, no problem. Call Haug Incorporated today for your roll-off containers. 218-847-7391.
Winter at the lakes should be cozy, not chilly. If your furnace is acting up or your home just isn't staying warm, turn to the kind, knowledgeable team at Laney's at the Lakes. Their friendly employees treat you and your home with care, providing reliable heating service you can feel good about. From routine heating system checkups to timely repairs, they're here to keep your home warm and comfortable all winter long. Laney's at the Lakes. Heating you can trust from people who care. Call today, 847-1309.
TV3 is your home for great local programming. We give a voice to our local communities. You can watch on Arvik Cable, on our website, YouTube, and Facebook page.
Layton Media offers a radio corral of 26 stations, including Real Country 102, Wave 104.1, Today's Best Music, Lakes 99.5, Classic Hits, KJ Country 96.5, and KDLM. Follow on social media and stream your favorite Layton Media radio station wherever you are with the Lakes Area Radio app.
Welcome back here to the Civic Center in East Grand Forks. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you, along with Raymond Zima and Cale Daniels on the camera as we get ready for puck drop here in boys hockey. East Grand Forks Green Wave, they were the state champions last year. They've now won the state championship 3 times. Go back to 2014, 2015, and then last year 2025. As the Green Wave, also no stranger to the state tournament. They represented Section 8 in 2021, 2019, 2017, as mentioned, 2015, 2014, also 2013, 02, 01. They were runners-up in 1999, and then go back to 98, 82, 80, and 71. East Grand Forks, no stranger to the state tournament. And they were a team that they didn't have a lot of notoriety going into last year. There wasn't many teams, many people saying, oh, East Grand Forks, this is their year. It was an open year last year in the state of Minnesota in Class A, and East Grand Forks got hot at the right time. Ended up beating Warroad in the section championship here at East Grand Forks, and going down to the state tournament and taking care of business. For Detroit Lakes, they've been close. As we talk to fans here in East Grand Forks, we're talking to somebody and they were talking about how Detroit Lakes are up and coming, and is this their year? Lakers haven't been to the state tournament since 1996. And prior to that, it was 1995, but never have made it here in Section 8. So, in fact, nobody outside of Warroad, Thief River Falls, and East Grand Forks has ever represented Section 8 down at the state tournament. Although there was a year, Lake of the Woods, you go back, Lake of the Woods, Baudette, back when it was a 2-tier system, they did end up making it to the dance, but a little footnote on that. But it's really been East Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, Warroad, the big 3 in Section 8. Could it be the Lakers here? Last year we came here to East Grand Forks, and the Lakers got a win against the Green Wave, and trying to do the same here tonight on the road here, hostile territory. With the lights dimming, we're going to have a light show here at the Civic Center. Looks like it. As we get the teams to return to the ice here in just a moment. And here comes the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Head coach Tyler Palmasino. Assistant coaches Colton Sanderson, Jake Usseldinger, Phil Hartwig, Nick Derrick, Brandon Shea, and Tucker Pullman, part of the coaching staff. Of course, Tucker Pullman played for the Winnipeg Jets. And also part of that coaching staff, David Blue and Anthony Mirando. Lakers coach, head coach Ben Noah in his 7th year as a head coach, 87 wins, 65 losses, 9 ties as the head coach of the Lakers. Assistant coaches Tanner Lane, Mike Miller, Cody Einerson, and Jordan Fields on the JV side. So teams will be announced. Let's take another look at our starting lineups here as we take a look at the starters here for Detroit Lakes. Henry Olsen getting the start at left wing. He's really emerged this season as a guy that not only gets the job done penalty kill-wise, but also can score goals and get some assists as well. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists this season. Henry Olsen at left wing. Center is Easton Kennedy, 10 goals, 4 assists on the year. Will Simbulik at right wing. Second line for the Lakers, Lawson Justison will center Carter Whitworth and Sully Broughton. So a little switch there. Sully Broughton up to the second line. Hank Schlotteroff dropping to the third line. And he'll be wing with center Brody Bender and right wing Riker Zimmerman. Defensively, Bauer Walter and Hudson Pettit for Detroit Lakes. Bauer Walter, a sophomore, 1 goal, 8 assists on the year. Hudson Pettit, 4 goals, 4 assists this season. Second line defense will be Rhett Walter and Max Descharnes for the Lakers. Looks like it's about time for the national anthem. We'll squeeze in another break here, and we'll be back for Puck Drop here from the East Grand Forks Civic Center. You've been listening to the Snap Fitness pregame show right here on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now, and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Come check out the Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more of Detroit Lakes. They've got the largest selection of thrift family apparel in the upper Midwest, all at low, low everyday prices. The B&G Thrift Store and more has been voted the best thrift discount store in the Lakes area. From truckload sales to outdoor living furniture to thrift items, they cover everything you could possibly want. Shop Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 7, Sundays 10 a.m. to 5. The Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more is a proud supporter of all Laker athletics.
At Do Right Construction in Detroit Lakes, we do it all, and we do it right. Decks, windows, roofing, siding, doors, interior remodels, additions, garages, you name it. From stunning flooring and custom cabinetry to full home makeovers, our skilled team brings your vision to life with craftsmanship you can trust, on time and on budget. For a home improvement experience that's done right the first time, call Do Right Construction today at 234-1095. Do Right Construction. They do it all, and they do it right.
And welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center, Detroit Lakes, and East Grand Forks ready to do battle. National anthems in the books. We've met the starters. We got our keys to the game. It's time for puck drops. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by BTD Manufacturing. Lakers will go from right to left. East Grand Forks from left to right. As we are underway, Easton Kennedy tied up on the draw. Puck will swivel back to East Grand Forks as Max Beese will play it D to D. Gets it to Clausen. Cross-ice pass. Touched into the offensive zone by Tucker Lovejoy. Hudson Pettit wraps it around the boards. Tipped out by Will Simbulik out to neutral ice. Picked back up by East Grand Forks. They'll bring it back to the Lakers zone where it's now played by Bauer Walter. One touched in, crossing the center ice line and into the offensive zone. The Lakers go. Henry Olsen, the far corner, backhand pass. Trying to get it to Simblick, couldn't connect. Olsen gets it back. Now Kennedy with a shot. That shot blocked. And it's picked up here by East Grand Forks' Gelman and dumped in. East Grand Forks will go for a line change. Lakers' Bauer Walter will pick it up in his defensive zone, turns it over, and a turnover that results in a shot and a backhand chance as well. Braden Overgaard with a really good look. After that turnover by Walter, chance for the Green Wave to score the game's first goal. Now Sully Broughton through neutral ice. He gets sandwiched as he crosses the blue line. Lost the puck as well. Lakers keep it in deep. Lawson Justison knifed it to the corner. Behind the net, East Grand Forks will find it. They'll play it along the near half wall. Nice check here by Justison. Dislodged the puck. Picked up by Broughton. Try to get it to Whitworth. And cleared by the Green Wave to the corner. Good scoring chance, though. Lakers unable to generate a shot, however. Whitworth slaps at the puck, goes over the glass and out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone here as the Green Wave almost struck first here on this turnover by the Lakers in their defensive zone. Bauer Walter a little careless with the puck. He did have pressure on him. Turned the puck over. East Grand Forks with really good luck. Look, that was Overgaard with that scoring chance and almost had a couple of scoring chances there after that rebound. Tap forward on the draw. Lakers in the offensive zone. Green Wave will win it, though. Sean Lynn gets it into the offensive zone. Backhand shot. Misses wide. Brody Johnson. Good check there by Max Ducharme by the Lakers. Puck goes to the far corner. Rhett Walter plays it off the boards and out of the zone, out to neutral ice. Regained by the Green Wave. They'll regroup in their own zone. Outlet pass in the skates of Lind. Picked up by Whitworth. It's a round one defender. Pokes it into the zone a little bit. Now it's knocked back out to neutral ice. Ducharme will send it in deep. Out of his net is the goaltender, junior Noah Schindele. Really good goalie for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Kept in by Bauer Walter. To the corner it goes. It's picked up by Grant Kovar, the defenseman for the Green Wave. Walter gets it back to the blue line for the Lakers at the offensive zone. Nice little move here by the Lakers. That's Brody Bender. Back to the blue line. Pettit, wrist shot, rebound, given up. Save by Schindele. Lakers track down the rebound in the corner. Picked up now by Clausen, and he'll send it out of the zone and actually out of play. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for Detroit Lakes. Here's that replay moments ago. This is, I believe, the shot by Hudson Pettit. Had a good look. Just took a little bit time to develop. There was a rebound surrendered. Lakers unable to pounce on it. Now Kennedy on the face-off win and a shot and a save by Schindele. So Easton Kennedy getting a shot on net. Schindele making that save. And face-offs, such a key. Every part of the game so important in these big matchups. Henry Olsen gets to the puck first. Passes it back. Bauer Walter. Snapshot. Rebound. Kennedy. Oh, and a chance again, but a save by Schindele. Couple of scoring chances for the Lakers. They keep it in the offensive zone for a moment. Now it's out to neutral ice. Picked up by Schmiedeberg. Threatened by Kennedy. Back to Clausen. Plays it along the boards, trying to find Gelman. Out of the net, Lakers, Glirf and Lindberg able to get it out. Now it's a chance 2-on-1. Lindberg shot and a save by Schindele. Henry Olsen was closest to that puck, but unable to get that rebound. 13:36 to go, first period, no score. A good hockey game so far. Some good scoring chances moments ago. This is scoring chance here for Detroit Lakes. Henry Olsen winning that face-off. And then a shot by Bauer Walter. Couple of good looks. Easton Kennedy a part of some chances. And the Lakers with some good looks, but nothing to show for it yet. Green Wave, defensive zone draw was won. Clear to the blue line. Knocked down by Brody Bender. And played now by the Green Wave, Mulebrook. He'll get into the offensive zone. Mulebrook with a tough angle shot. Hit off the side of the net. Picked up by Ducharme. Defensive zone, cross-ice pass. Couldn't find Zimmerman for the Lakers. Now it's loose again at neutral ice. It's picked up by Rhett Walter. Gains the center line, dumps it in. Out of the net, Schindele. Leaves it for his defense, but turned over. Oh, Zimmerman was there for the Lakers, but the turnover by Schindele coming out of his net could have been disastrous for the Green Wave. However, Green Wave will regroup now. Mulebrook, puck knocked off his stick by Broughton. Picked up now by the Lakers. Lawson Justison. Justison dumps it in. Off the corner glass. Karams to the far corner. Loose now. Whitworth finds it. He gets checked. Play to the near side boards where Bratrud with play across ice. And dumped in here by East Grand Forks. Green Wave now in the offensive zone. Ripped a shot. That missed off the side of the net. That was a shot taken by Brody Johnson for EGF. Out to neutral ice. Checked there by Whitworth. Dumped in by the Green Wave on goal. Lindbergh lunging. Plays it to his defense. Walter head for Justison. Gloved down by Whitworth and dumped in. Schindele out of his net. He'll leave it for his defensive partner. Turnover, though. Well, almost a turnover there. Sully Broughton couldn't find that puck. And now it's played by Schmiedeberg. Cross-ice pass. Nice outlet here. Gelman into the offensive zone. Gelman with speed. Drops it. Check there getting back. Henry Olsen. Good back check. Now a chance. And another block shot. Henry Olsen coming back into the play. Back checking and then blocking a shot immediately afterwards. He's flying all over the ice. Dumped in here by the Green Wave. This is icing across 3 lines. We'll have an offensive zone draw. 11:20 to go. First period, no score. Good defensive play here. Olsen gets back in, knocks the puck loose, then blocks the shot. And he's been a guy that, I didn't know much about Henry Olsen before the season, but, man, he has played really strong defense. He's contributed offensively. Really nice player for this Laker team. He's a junior. All right, the Green Wave in their defensive zone. Knocked down here. Simblick trying to knock that puck down. Kennedy got a piece of it. Rhett Walter regrouping. Defensive partner there was Pettit. Now Olsen picks it up. Olsen in the offensive zone. Made a move at the blue line, and they call him for offsides. And we'll have a neutral ice face-off. One too many moves. Whenever you're right at the blue line, just get the puck in the zone and then make the move. That time, Olsen making the move prior to entering the offensive zone. Kennedy unable to stay on side. We have an offsides, and now we have a neutral ice faceoff where Kennedy wins it back to Max Ducharme. Cuts through the center circle, lost it there. Picked up now by Mulebrook. One-on-one with the defense and gets a shot on net and a save by Lindbergh. Now Max Ducharme got to either dump that puck in, find somebody to pass it to. He left it right there at neutral ice, and as a defenseman, seeing your opponent going in on goal, it's never a good feeling, and Ducharme will shake it off as he gets the puck now. Nice quick pass. There we go. Gets it to Simblick on the right wing. Cross ice back to Kennedy. Gains center ice. Dumps it in. Schindele out of his net. Leaves it for his defense. Green Wave will set up the breakout. Nice one-touch pass here. Mulebrook. This is such a fun Green Wave team to watch. They're such good skaters. And here's a shot, a big save by Lindbergh. Blocker saved by Griffin Lindbergh, keeping this game scoreless. As the Green Wave almost looked like they had too many players on the ice there for a moment. Now they'll have to regroup. Play by Max Beese. It's checked. And a big check. Zimmerman on the receiving end of a check. Dumped in here by the Green Wave. Sean Lind in the corner. He gets tied up. Pops loose. Pass stolen by Rhett Walter. Cross ice, trying to find Zimmerman. And dumped back in by the Green Wave. Lindbergh out of his net, leaves it for Rhett Walter. Gives it now to Bauer Walter. Both players have ties to the East Grand Forks area. As the Lakers see the Green Wave ice this puck, and we'll get an offensive zone draw. 9.5 to go, just about 9.5 to go here in the first period. And this is that Green Wave team. They have such good skating skill, and that cross-ice pass bearing down on Griffin Lindbergh. He makes an exceptional save. And sometimes you need your goalie to bail you out. That time, Griffin Lindbergh bailing out the Laker defense. Once again, neutral ice, so important. The Green Wave generates so much speed through neutral ice and then attack once they enter the zone. Good check here by Lawson Justison. Out to the point it goes. Cross-ice pass. Whitworth will play it off the carom. Off the end glass. Wide bounce. And gloved by Lindbergh. And we'll get a stop with 9:09 to go. First period. Shots 6-4 in favor of the Green Wave. An offensive zone draw for the Green Wave just to the right of Griffin Lindbergh. Just underway. Glad you could join us here on KDLM and also on YouTube at Lakes TV 3 Matinee Affair. Back to the blue line it goes. It's Beast unable to hold the zone. Max Beast for the Green Wave will have to regroup. Out to neutralize. Jace Panzer. Number 17, a guy to watch out for tonight. Dangerous player. Let's play it here. A couple of players tangle. Here's Kennedy, gets a shot, but blocked. Now Simbulik weaves through traffic, gets a shot, and I think a piece of Schindele goes out of bounds. And then a little extra pushing and shoving. Will Simbulik and Tucker Lovejoy greeting one another. How did Simbulik get through two defenders like that and get a good shot away? He is slippery. Simbulik, a senior captain for this Laker team. Face-off one, back to Simbulik, gets a shot into traffic. Goes to the corner after it was blocked. Played out by the Green Wave to neutralize. Kennedy tried to dump it back in, does so. Lakers had to tag up for a moment. Green Wave will regroup. And they'll send it the length of the ice on net. And Lindbergh will cover up. 8:15 left here in period number 1. First game of the 2026 calendar year. Lakers a game under 500 entering play tonight. Had a big matchup with Northfield last week. Northfield, a top 10 team in Class A. And then lost to West Fargo Cheyenne on Tuesday. As the puck goes to the corner, Lakers in the defensive zone. Shot blocked by Descharmes. Chance here for the Green Wave. That shot missed the net. Green Wave trying to generate some offense here. Lakers will ice it. Not a bad idea. Just clear the puck. Whenever you feel it's starting to break down, Rhett Walter alertly clearing the puck off the glass and out of play. Green Wave putting so much pressure on this Laker defense. Good forecheck pressure here. As Griffin Lindbergh now up to 7 shots that he's seen. Third line out there now for the Lakers. Brody Bender to take the draw. He wins it back. Pettit plays it along the boards. Zimmerman couldn't find it along the wall. And it's sent back in by the Green Wave. Pettit to Bauer Walter. Back to Zimmerman, who dumps it in after gaining center ice. As Brody Schmaltz plays it. They'll try to get out of the zone. They do so. The Green Wave do. In front of the penalty boxes. Lakers played it off the glass. Back to neutralize. Bauer Walter. Hudson Pettit. And into the offensive zone. Couldn't track that puck down. Brody Bender racing for it. Pettit gives it back to his defensive partner, Walter. Walter weaving his way into traffic, but his pass was turned over. Max Beast gets it back here for the Green Wave. Offensive zone we go. Green Wave, offensive zone. Off of the stick there of Lindbergh, then off the boards, Simbulik picks it up. Simbulik gets it over the center line, dumps it in. Green Wave, Grant Kovar plays a D-to-D. Good passing here by the Green Wave. They'll get in the offensive zone. Shellman, nice job by Kennedy getting back to the play, and now Simbulik is sprung. Simbulik drives it, passes it to Olsen, and he tried the one-timer, missed on the shot. Kennedy gets it back, shoulder save by Schindele. Back to the blue line, Rhett Walter rips a shot off the Zamboni door. Kennedy tracks down the puck at the bottom of the circles, and it's played by the Green Wave out to neutral ice. Big checks there. Kennedy trying to throw his body around. 6 minutes left here. A big check there. Henry Olsen on the receiving end. Mulebrook bringing him down. Play getting physical here at the Civic Center in East Grand Forks. What we might expect, 2 Section 8 teams. Refs letting them play so far. Haven't had a penalty yet. Green Wave at neutral ice. They'll dump it in. Puck takes a bounce. Descharmes gets pickpocketed behind the net. Green Wave get to it first. Try to pass that puck. It's stolen by Rhett Walter. Left for Justison. Justison fending through a stick check. Gets it in the offensive zone. Drives it wide. Then try to pass it in front. But it's stolen by the Green Wave. And brought back by Nolan Mulebrook. And he'll send it all the way down. But no icing here as it's played by Pettit. Quickly gets it to Lawson Justison. Turns. Tried to blindly get that puck to Whitworth. Couldn't connect. And then it's dumped in. Green Wave in their own zone. Wyatt Courts plays it to the near side boards. Bauer Walter pinches at the blue line for the Lakers in the offensive zone. Down to 5 minutes left. No score. A low-scoring affair we might expect, just like what happened a couple of weeks ago when the Lakers beat this Green Wave team in overtime. Final 3-2 in OT. Easton Kennedy with the game winner. Back out to neutral ice. Pettit trying to dump it in deep. Stolen by Schmiedeberg. Played to the defensive partner Schmaltz. Out to neutral ice. Settled down there by Pettit. And Pettit, one touch there by Zimmerman. And that's icing as he was just, wasn't across the center line. And so icing against the Lakers with 4:22 left here in the first period with no score. Faceoff will be to the right of goaltender Griffin Lindberg on his blocker side. It'll be Bender to take the draw against Jace Panzer. Top line for the Green Wave, third line here for the Lakers, and faceoff was won by the Green Wave, a glove save by Lindberg. And we're going to keep the lines where they're at. See if Bender can win a draw here. Tap forward on the draw, but the Lakers do control it, but could not clear it out. Held in, and another glove save for Griffin Lindberg. And now the Lakers will get their top line out there as well, as Easton Kennedy line will come back out. And looks like Xander Bergeson is out. Henry Olsen was on the receiving end of a check, and he's not out there right now. So hopefully he's okay. Bergeson out there in place of Henry Olsen, who is currently sitting on the bench. So we'll keep an eye on number 6 if he makes it back into the game here for Detroit Lakes. That'd be a huge loss. He looks to be just kind of hunched over a little bit. Nobody's tending to him, so hopefully he's okay, just getting a breather. Here's Easton Kennedy. Actually, that's Bauer Walter with a shot. That never made it on goal. Simblick cycling it to the corner. And Bergeson has it. Gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy, tough angle shot. Glanced off of a stick of Panzer off the side of the net. Now Simblick drops it. Back down deep for Kennedy. Back in front of the goal! No, they wave it off! How did that puck not go in? They waved it off. The net was loose. Oh. Be interesting to see a replay on this one. Here we go. This is a chance here for Hudson Pettit in front. Looked like he tapped that puck into the net, but they said no goal because the net was ajar. And they say the faceoff outside of the zone. Why wouldn't you, the question is, why wouldn't you have blown it dead earlier? We take another look at this. Let's take another peek here at this replay on YouTube Lakes TV3 if you're just tuning in. It's hard to see that angle. Coach Noah, I think, is convinced that puck went in, but the official adamant. As soon as that puck crossed, he completely waved it off. So official all over it. The faceoff is going to come out to neutral ice. Be interesting to see what Coach Noah after the game, if we talk to him in our postgame, to remember this play. 3:23 left here in the first period. Face-off will be actually in the offensive zone here. So that was dislodged, they say, off of East Grand Forks, but very close to being the first goal of the game, but instead they wave it off, and Detroit Lakes still scoreless. 3:20 to go in the first period. Green Wave flipped this puck out of play. Into the stands, and we'll get a stoppage here with 3:15 left here in period number 1. Again, Hudson Pettit moments ago just about scored the game's first goal, but not so fast, said the official. Net was loose. Lawson Justison to take the draw for the Lakers. He ties up, but nobody there to pick it up but the Green Wave. And now the Green Wave with numbers, 3-on-2, and a shot that deflects to the end boards. That's just how quick the Green Wave are. They go quick out of their zone. Now the Lakers back the other way. Justison in the offensive zone. He gets ridden into the wall. Played by the Green Wave out of the zone. Out to neutralize. Glove down by Max Ducharme. And sent back in. Oh, turnover by the Green Wave. Whitworth, a shot and a save by Schindele. Oh, what a dangerous turnover there by the Green Wave. Simbelik with a quick pass. And Whitworth with a good shot. But Schindele making that save for the Green Wave. And now we get a whistle after the play. We get a penalty on the Lakers. Maybe a cross-checking call on Easton Kennedy. So the Lakers will go a player short with 2:29 left in this first period. So Kennedy gets called for a 2-minute minor for cross-checking. With 2:29 left. And I think Coach Noah talking to the official again. It was so far away from the play, away from where the puck was. I didn't get a good look at it, but. So Kennedy called for cross-checking with 2:29 left here in the first. Bergeson to take the draw here for the Lakers. The Green Wave win the draw, and they score a goal. 3 seconds into the power play, a goal scored by Max Bies. So 3 seconds in, Max Bies scores on a one-timer. Watch this one. Face-off one. That's step number one. One-timer and a slap shot goal. Power play goal for Max Bies, and the East Grand Forks Green Wave lead here with 2:25 left in the first period. How quickly things can change. Lakers thought that they had scored their first goal. The official waved it off. Then the Lakers get called for a penalty, and 3 seconds in, that power play, the Green Wave score a goal. Max Bies. See what the assists are here. See what they announce here for the goal here in a moment. We had an offside call on the Lakers. Face off one back, Max Ducharme. He'll dump it in. Still waiting on that goal announcement. Here we go. 26, Max Bies gets the goal. Tucker Lovejoy. Mulebrook will get the other assist. So Lovejoy and Mulebrook on the assists on the Max Bies power play goal. So 1-0 our score. Detroit Lakes trailing East Grand Forks. So we got another whistle, another offsides here. Offsides the call on East Grand Forks. Now the face-off controlled here by the Green Wave. 1:50 left here in the first period. 1-0. East Grand Forks leading. And boys hockey, Section 8 game. Bauer Walter plays it to the near side wall, gets it off to Carter Whitworth, trying to dump it in deep. The Lakers do get it in the offensive zone. 1:30 left here. Period number one. Played out by the Green Wave into the Lakers zone. Bauer Walter will find it in his own zone. Walter gives it off to Sully Broughton. It took a late hit. Meanwhile, Lawson Justison drops it off here to Carter Whitworth. Ducks under a check. Whitworth plays it down to Justison. Simbelik gets to it. Simblick gets tied up. Down to a minute left here in this first period. Back to the blue line it goes. Bauer Walter holding it in off the glass. And that's played here by the Green Wave. Out of the zone and all the way down. This will be icing. 33 seconds left. Offensive zone draw coming up here for Detroit Lakes. Face-off will be to the right of Schindele. Easton Kennedy to take the draw. And played out of the zone by the Green Wave. Now picked up by Simblick. Simblick into the offensive zone. 24 seconds left. He'll play it down to the end boards. And down to the final 12 seconds here in the first period. 1-0 East Grand Forks. Looks like they're going to take the lead here into the break. 1-0. Get another icing here against the Green Wave. Down to 1.6 seconds. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Schindele. Top line out there for the Lakers. Simblick will come out. The Lakers will pull the goalie here with 1.6 seconds. They'll go 6-on-5 here with 1.6. Whitworth taps it forward on the draw, and the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the first period. So after one period of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, it's the East Grand Forks Green Wave 1, Detroit Lakes 0. You're listening to Laker Hockey on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $450 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2026.
U Motors Detroit Lakes, Pelican, and Fargo have been helping families make memories for years now. From the water toys to land toys, they've got every inch of fun covered. Pontoons, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, riding gear, snowmobiles, and more. U Motors knows there's been many smiles and lots of laughter from the days on the water to the miles of trails in the snow. Stop by any of their locations, Detroit Lakes, Pelican, or Fargo, and let U Motors help you find just what your family needs. Online at umotorsinc.com.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour. The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
Hey Lakers fans, our community is lucky to have athletes that display such great teamwork, dedication, and work ethic. At SJE, we look for these same qualities as we build our team and grow our business. We're always looking for passionate team players. If that sounds like a fit for you, consider joining our team today. With multiple open positions and flexible hours, you're sure to find a spot on our roster. Join today by applying at sje.com/careers. For 50 years, we have been proud to be SJE. And good luck, Lakers!
Good luck to our Lakers from everyone at West River Dental. When you visit West River Dental, your smile is their top priority. Their dentist, Dr. John Jordan, along with their entire team, is dedicated to their patients' comfort and well-being. Building a foundation of trust is vital to their success. It's their goal to provide exceptional dental care through individualized service and education for each patient. At West River Dental, they utilize the most advanced dental technology and procedures to ensure a positive dental experience. Good luck, Lakers, from West River Dental.
Welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. Our score 1-0. Detroit Lakes trailing East Grand Forks after one period of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. It's time for our U-Motors intermission report as we take a look at our first period summary in that one. The Lakers gave up a goal in that first period with 3 seconds into the power play. The Lakers were called a 2-minute minor for cross-checking. It's called on Easton Kennedy with 2:29 left in the first period. And 3 seconds into the power play, the Green Wave win the face-off back and get the puck to Max Beath, who scored the power play goal. The assist went to Tucker Lovejoy on one of the helpers, as the other assist was given to Nolan Mulebrook, as the Green Wave again lead here 1-0 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard in our first period intermission. So just the penalty and the one goal scored by the Green Wave. Shots in favor of the Green Wave, 11-6 in that first period. So Green Wave out shooting the Lakers 11-6 after one period of play. Lakers did have some scoring chances, and in fact there was a moment where they thought they'd scored the first goal. Pass by, I believe it was Will Simbulik behind the net, got the puck to Hudson Pettit, who was in front of the net, and the puck appeared to have crossed the goal line, but the official waved it off, saying no goal because the net was ajar. So net was off, so no goal for the Lakers, and it wasn't long after that. That's when the Green Wave scored the goal. So that's how it goes sometimes, how quickly momentum can flip. You think you scored a goal, and then official says something else, and then the opponent comes down and scores the goal on the power play. So that's where we're at. 1-0 East Grand Forks leading Detroit Lakes here after one period of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our Sales Up Spotlight program as our U-Motors intermission report continues here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Come check out the Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more of Detroit Lakes. They've got the largest selection of thrift family apparel in the upper Midwest, all at low everyday prices. The B&G Thrift Store and more has been voted the best thrift discount store in the Lakes area. From truckload sales to outdoor living furniture to thrift items, they cover everything you could possibly want. Shop Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 7, Sundays 10 a.m. to 5. The Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more is a proud supporter of all Laker athletics.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
Roll-off containers from Haug Incorporated are perfect for any project. Don't let your project become bigger than you thought it'd be. Maybe you're in need of Haug's roll-off containers for your construction projects. Haug significantly reduces disposal costs often made by big, bulky trailers while doing the dirty job of taking the debris away for you. The big roll-off containers will handle your demolition, no problem. Call Haug Incorporated today for your roll-off containers. 218-847-7391.
Winter at the lakes should be cozy, not chilly. If your furnace is acting up or your home just isn't staying warm, turn to the kind, knowledgeable team at Laney's at the Lakes. Their friendly employees treat you and your home with care, providing reliable heating service you can feel good about. From routine heating system checkups to timely repairs, they're here to keep your home warm and comfortable all winter long. Laney's at the Lakes. Heating you can trust from people who care. Call today, 847-1309.
John here from Channy's 2 in Detroit Lakes, your trusted local auto shop for over 50 years. As the Lakers hit their athletic season, making sure your car is ready is a must. The Channy's 2 team is here to keep your vehicle performing at its best with honest, affordable, and reliable service. If you're heading to the arena or traveling out of town, the Channy's 2 team has your back for all your travels. Whether it's tires, brakes, engine repair, suspension alignment, or AC service, we're honored to serve you with reliable and expert car care. It's what we do at Channy's 2, 847-4252.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center, 1-0 our score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard as the Green Wave lead the Lakers 1-0. Get ready for the second period, but first it's time for our Sales Up Spotlight program. It's brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. We're highlighting students that rise to the top and inspire others across all areas of school life. Let's meet this week's Sales Up Spotlight. Maya Omberg is this week's Sales Up Spotlight. Maya is a senior at Detroit Lakes High School. She plays basketball for the Lakers and works at Laker Prep and is an intern at Rossman Elementary for kindergarten teacher Mrs. Broughton. Some comments about what Maya has accomplished. Quote, Maya is the kind of teacher assistant you'd like to clone if you could. She has a unique ability to jump into any situation and instantly make everything better and run smoother. She has a calm, firm, and yet friendly presence, and students just love her. She's an amazing role model who makes learning fun. Quote, if I had a penny for all the time she's gone above and beyond, I'd be able to buy her the biggest thank you card in the world. And if you'd like to nominate someone or an organization or group, you can go to lakestv3.com and click on the Sales Up Spotlight image. And that will take you to a quick and easy submission form along with an area to upload your photos. Sales Up Spotlight, brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. Just about ready for the start of the second period. And the Lakers had some scoring chances there in the first period, but couldn't capitalize. Goaltender Noah Schindley, a nice job for the Green Wave. And just a quick moving first period, really fun hockey to watch and call. And outside of that penalty by the Lakers, I think they got to be pretty happy of how that first period went, and they expected it to be a low-scoring game, and I'm thinking that it will continue that trend. I'd be very surprised if things get out of hand in the scoring department. It's going to be another low-scoring game, and we'll see, penalties that has an impact. Battles will, those puck battles, as Coach Noah was talking about, being so important, and turnovers. Thought the Lakers gave up a few too many odd man rushes there in that first period. There was a couple of scoring chances for the Green Wave when they had numbers going the other way, and so it's just very important, especially at neutral ice, to clamp down and not get caught in those odd man rushes. So see if the Lakers can do that here as we begin the second period. We'll take another break. We'll be back with second period action next, as you're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
At Do Right Construction in Detroit Lakes, we do it all, and we do it right. Decks, windows, roofing, siding, doors, interior remodels, additions, garages, you name it. From stunning flooring and custom cabinetry to full home makeovers, our skilled team brings your vision to life with craftsmanship you can trust, on time and on budget. For a home improvement experience that's done right the first time, call Do Right Construction today at 234-1095. Do Right Construction. They do it all, and they do it right.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
From the first Little Laker to the now Senior Lakers, Lake Sports Shop has been equipping those kids with the best and safest equipment in the Lakes area. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, also proud to be the best location for hunting gear, winter gear, summer water toys, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, and just your all-around Lake Sports Shop. Good luck to all of the Laker athletes, whether you're just starting out or now seniors. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, a proud sponsor of all Laker athletes.
Principal Mortgage Group Incorporated, number 194185, a locally owned mortgage broker committed to providing clients with excellent customer service, combined with competitive mortgage rates. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, purchasing or building your dream home, refinancing an outstanding mortgage, consolidating debt, our highly experienced team of mortgage professionals can help make your dreams come true. Contact Craig, NMLS number 195006, Rob, NMLS number 320509, or Julia, NMLS 537109 at 844-7466.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
To KDLM Detroit Lakes and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3 YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in as we get ready for second period action. Lakers will go from left to right as we see it here from center ice. The Green Wave will go from right to left. Lakers in the away red jerseys, red breezers, red socks, red helmet, white numbers, and the white DL logo on the front. Green Wave in the white jerseys with green and black trim, black breezers, black helmets. No red in the jerseys for the Green Wave here at their home uniforms. Like that's the same for their visiting ones as well. Although as you look at the logo at center ice, there is red as part of the Green Wave logo. So Green Wave and the Lakers ready to begin this second period. Detroit Lakes will send that top line out, and it's good to see Henry Olsen. He missed some time last period. Took a big hit in the first period, but he's back out there right now at left wing. As we get a whistle before the draw. And it's the linesman that blew it dead. So we'll redo the draw at center ice, and once again, we're underway here at the Civic Center here in East Grand Forks here as the Green Wave got in the offensive zone here to begin play here in the second period. Green Wave with a slight edge in the shots department, 11-6. 1-for-1 on the power play. Lakers have yet to have a power play this afternoon as the Green Wave get it down to the far corner. Tucker Lovejoy racing for it. Bauer Walter gets it for the Lakers. pays the price, big check, but then a big hit, a big shot, and a glove save by Griffin Lindbergh. Big hit in the corner here. Walter gets checked and lost the puck in the process, and generating a shot was Lovejoy. Actually, that's Jace Panzer with that shot. Glove save there by Lindbergh. So stoppage here, 35 seconds into this second period. Oh, and a redirect that goes in. Oh, that's just a tough break. Jake Chupka took the shot, and it hit the skate of a Laker. I believe it hit Carter Whitworth's skate and goes in. Tough bounce here for Detroit Lakes. Chupka gets the puck, risks the shot off the skate of Whitworth, and goes in. And if you're Griffin Lindbergh, there's nothing you can do on a redirect like that. And a goal for the Green Wave. It'll be an unassisted goal by Chupka. That's a tough one. So it's 2-0. East Grand Forks leading. Chupka with the goal. 45 seconds in to this first period. Green Wave back on the attack, up 2-0. They want to add on to their lead. There's a shot, this time blocked cleanly by Whitworth. Felt the pain of that shot too as here's a Chupka pass in front and saved there by Lindbergh, and the net comes loose. Here's the announcement of the Chupka goal. I'm going to give Mielbrook an assist on that goal by Chupka. Another good scoring chance, all set up by Chupka behind the net. He's a second line winger, and he's got a goal and almost had an assist. So Mielbrook now with 2 points tonight, 2 assists. He was part of that Max Beast goal in the first period. Speaking of Max Beast, he has the puck, gets a shot on net, and a save by Lindbergh. Green Wave coming out strong here in the second period. Lakers got to wake up. 2-0 our score. Kennedy, cross-ice pass, trying to find Cymbaluk. Poke checked away. Played back the other way by the Green Wave, Sean Lind. Into the offensive zone, Green Wave generating offense, playing it to the corner, Lind. Has it in the corner, gets checked by Easton Kennedy. Tie-up ensues. Played now by Brody Johnson. Back to the blue line. Redirect, Clausen with a shot. Now Beast will knock it down. Beast at the blue line. His shot gloved by Lindbergh. Good pressure. Head coach Tyler Palmasino clapping his hands on the bench. He likes what he's seen from his team to begin this second period. Good offense here by the Green Wave. And Griffin Lindbergh making a glove save, but Green Wave coming out really strong here in the second period. Lakers trying to hang on. Turnover here by the Green Wave. Lakers got it out to neutral ice, dumped back in by EGF. Pettit. Pass could not connect. A turnover by the Lakers. Green Wave offensive zone, one touch there, but cleared by Bauer Walter, and it'll be icing here against Detroit Lakes. So excellent start to this second period. Everything going the way of the Green Wave. Lakers haven't been able to get the puck in the offensive zone yet. As we'll have an icing against the Lakers. Now we'll have a face-off to the right of Griffin Lindbergh. Lakers will bring out their third line. Brody Bender will take the draw. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave. One-timer by Beast. Got his own man, Chupka, in the back of the leg. Now the Lakers will clear it again. This will be icing against Detroit Lakes. So some friendly fire that time. Beast, that one-timer, finding Jake Chupka, scored goal moments ago. So another face-off. Face-off here in the Laker defensive zone. It'll be the Lawson Justison line out. Tie up on the draw. Green Wave will control it. Play it D to D. Held in. Kovar. One-timer Beast. And again, caught his own man. Time Gelman on the receiving end of a shot. Now in the corner it goes. Tucker Lovejoy. He's dangerous with the puck. Gives it back to Kovar. Back to Lovejoy from the high slot. Launches a shot. Gloved by Lindbergh. And a stop with 14-12 left in the second period. 2-0. East Grand Forks. All East Grand Forks to begin this second period. As the Green Wave win the draw again, Jace Panzer wins it back, but shot never made it on net. Panzer gets it back. One-timer again, Beast. This time launches it off the end glass. Picked up by Justison. Held in. Panzer will hold to the zone. Now Tucker Lovejoy. Centering pass. Off the glass, not out. Held in again by East Grand Forks. Far corner it goes. Gelman with it for the Green Wave. Gelman checked by Pettit. Bauer Walter finds it for the Lakers. Walter gets it out to neutral ice. Played back in by the Green Wave out to neutral ice. Now Gelman over the blue line. Wrist shot. Glove save, Lindbergh. All East Grand Forks again. Another shot, and shots now adding up. 16 shots in the game. 5 here in this second period alone. Good rip of a shot here by Gelman. Griffin Lindbergh seeing it all the way, makes a save. So now the second line out there for the Green Wave. First line for the Lakers. Mielbrook won it back to Chupka. Made a shot that was saved by Lindbergh. Now to the end boards. Braden Overgaard. Stolen by Simlick in the skates now of Kennedy. Kennedy trying to take this game over himself. Gains the center line, dumps it in. Green Wave now in their own zone for the first time here this period. Will break it out. Lakers unable to sustain pressure. Overgaard now look close to being offsides. Green Wave come in onside though, as Kennedy fumbles it for a moment, gets it back, plays it along the boards. Will Simlick off the boards, not out, held in. Mielbrook, stick saved to the corner by Lindbergh. And just good forechecking pressure here by the Green Wave. And maintaining the puck in the offensive zone. Now it's Courts with it. Courts into the offensive end. Drops it off. This is the third line here for the Green Wave. Played by Clausen. Now to Courts. Top of the circle. Shot deflects. Played by Rhett Walter. Off the glass and out of the zone. Now it's picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy with a number with him, Simlick. And we got a whistle and a penalty on the Green Wave. So Lakers are going to go on the power play for the first time tonight. A good rush by Kennedy. Try to connect with Simlick. And looked like Simlick, not a lot there. He kind of got pushed from behind. And that's going to be a cross-checking penalty on the Green Wave. So Simlick on the receiving end of a cross-check by Sean Lind. So first chance here for the Lakers on the power play. 12:08 to go in the second period. Big moment in this game. Kennedy wins it back. Whitworth. He'll settle for a dump to the end boards. Pettit. Now to Rhett Walter. Rhett to Kennedy. One-timer by Whitworth and a save by Schindele. And cleared by the Green Wave. They get to the puck after that rebound, and they'll send it the length of the ice. 20 seconds into this power play. Cross-checking the call on the Green Wave. Easton Kennedy into the offensive zone. Drops the pass here for Rhett Walter. Back to Kennedy, now behind the net of the Green Wave. Try to feed it to Whitworth. Nice poke check here by the Green Wave. This is Overgaard. Short-handed, 2-on-1. Green Wave on a pass. It's broken up. Nice breakup of that pass. Whitworth getting back into the play. Simlick breaking it up as well. Almost a short-handed goal there for the Green Wave. As Lakers turn it over after they enter the zone now. Down to a minute left in the power play. As the Green Wave will send it the length. Easton Kennedy feeling pressure from behind by Lovejoy. Pettit coming back into the defensive zone to help. Pettit, he'll look to bring it out of the zone. Hudson passes it to Rhett Walter, who dumps it in. And the Green Wave try to clear, held in now by Kennedy. He gets checked. And the Green Wave will get the puck back, play it off the glass, and play it out to neutral ice. Lakers down to 30 seconds left on the power play. Carter Whitworth took a big hit from behind, He's a little shaken up. He goes down to the ice, or he goes into the bench, into the box, player's box. Hopefully he's okay. He took a big hit from Tucker Lovejoy. It was kind of late. Officials didn't call it. Oh, big check here, and Henry Olsen again on the receiving end of a big hit. Neutral ice. That's the end of the power play for the Lakers. The Green Wave just coming out and dominating this second period. Another shot and a glove save here by Lindbergh, and we get a freeze. Boy, if you're an East Grand Forks fan right now, you got to be pleased as we get a – let's take a look at this hit. Carter Whitworth on the receiving end. Oh, this is the Henry Olsen, I think, hit here. Oh, big hit there. Open ice hit, collision. Down to 9:51 left here in the second period. 2-0 East Grand Forks leading. Lakers with one shot on that power play. No icing here. The Green Wave will have to play it in their defensive zone. Picked up by Ratrud, out to neutral ice. Descharm dumped back in. 9.5 to go here in the second. Bodie Schmaltz. Cross ice pass to the near side. Rhett Walter plays it off the glass. Check there by Bender. Played now by Schlotteroff. That shot might have got a piece of the stick of the goalie. Delayed offsides. The Lakers will have to tag up. Green Wave out to neutral ice. And in Lakers zone, Rhett Walter plays it to Bauer. Fanned on that pass. Delayed offsides here. Green Wave will tag up. Green Wave with a steal. This is Lovejoy. Try to get it to Panzer. In the skates, found by Lovejoy. Back to the point, Clausen. Clausen with a shot. Redirect a couple of times and a cover up by Lindbergh. East Grand Forks putting the pressure on. And the Lakers look a little bit tired. Bauer Walter taking some deep breaths. Henry Olsen, he'll go to the bench. Good to see Carter Whitworth back out there. He was on the receiving end of a big hit at neutral ice. Tie up on the draw, controlled by the Lakers. Wrap it around the boards. Whitworth waits for it. Pokes it to Kennedy. Try to pass it along there to Simbulik. Green Wave turn it over. Kennedy plays it back to his goalkeeper. Lindbergh, Pettit. Lakers feeling that pressure from the Green Wave forecheck. Bauer Walter taking his time, giving it across now to Whitworth. Offensive zone, Lakers in the offensive zone. Whitworth trying to jump around a defender. Lost the puck in the process. Green Wave, Gelman plays it, and I think it's a high stick or hand pass. Missed it, but anyways, it'll be an offensive zone draw all the way down. Lakers will have an offensive zone draw with 8 minutes left here in the second period. But boy, if you could get a goal here at the end of this second period, that could change the momentum. Green Wave, their second goal, that was a cheapie that went off of a Lakers skate and went in. And that's kind of what the Lakers will need here. Just it's an ugly goal. Doesn't have to be pretty. Here's a redirect by Whitworth. That's a save by Schindele. A tie up along the end boards. Whitworth pinning the puck against the boards. Now Simbulik comes away with it. Simbulik pass in front there for Kennedy. Never got a stick on that puck, and it's cleared by the Green Wave, the length. And we'll have another offensive zone draw. So Lakers changing up their lines a bit. Whitworth staying out there with Kennedy and Simbulik. And I like this play here by Carter Whitworth moments ago. He won the draw back and stayed with it. Shot by Pettit and a redirect by Whitworth. It's a tougher save than it might appear on the video there, but Noah Schindele making that save. So tough when that puck gets redirected. Here's a shot by Kennedy, blocked. Rebound, second chance save. Lakers close. Scoring the first goal, Easton Kennedy. Kennedy looking for his 48th career goal. He's 4 points away from 100 in his career. Look at a whistle. And a penalty on Detroit Lakes. Carter Whitworth going to go to the box, tripping. That's a tough penalty to take in your offensive zone. Just got some good momentum going, and tripping penalty against Carter Whitworth. And really, it wasn't much. There was no need for it. It was along the boards. Didn't need to get those stick in the skates there, and Carter Whitworth gets called for tripping. With 7:11 to go here in the second period, the Lakers 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. Last time, the Green Wave scored 3 seconds into their power play. This time, they win the faceoff, and they'll set it up. Panzer, Mulebrook, behind the net, backhand pass, Lovejoy. Fan on the pass, good pressure by Justison. Try to give it up to Kennedy. Off of his skate into the Green Wave zone. Green Wave will break it out after that clear by the Lakers. Another chance here for East Grand Forks, and a save by Lindbergh. Another scoring chance for Max Bees. Scored the game's first goal, almost netted another one here, but saved by Lindbergh. Now Tucker Lovejoy, the senior, brings it forward. Lovejoy into the offensive zone. Lost his footing, sent one towards the goal. Now shot misses the net by Bees. Mulebrook, played by the Green Wave Bees. Now Panzer shot into traffic and a save by Lindbergh. We get a stoppage with 5:56 to go in the second period. 2-0, East Grand Forks leading. They have the power play for another 46 seconds. Whitworth called for tripping. It'll be Lovejoy to take the draw here for the Green Wave. And the Green Wave win the draw back to Panzer. Panzer fakes the shot, has an open look, and a goal. What a goal by Jace Panzer. Griffin Lindbergh was tied up in front. He never had a good look at it. Watch this hesitation move. Green Wave camping way out, and Lindbergh off on his angle. And good, I don't know who that player was that was in front of the net there, camped out. That was Mulebrook. He's got 2 assists tonight. He's not going to get an assist on that goal, but he's not going to show up on the stat sheet. But that's a goal there for an assist there for Mulebrook, just screening the goaltender. But what a shot by Jace Panzer, and the Green Wave lead with 5:44 left in the second period, 3-0. So Jace Panzer gets the goal. It's a power play goal. They are going to give Mulebrook an assist. So Mulebrook will get an assist. Lovejoy getting an assist as well. Nolan Mulebrook with 3 assists tonight. And Tucker Lovejoy with another assist as well. And East Grand Forks, they came out in this second period like they were on fire. They just completely dominated this second period. Shots reflecting that as well. They're out shooting the Lakers here in the second period 11-2. And they're going to try to add on some more here. Another shot and a save by Lindbergh. Quick shot there by Cy Gelman. Glove save by Griffin Lindbergh. There's that replay of that shot. That's just hustle. Getting that puck first. And Gelman ripping a shot. Glove save by Griff. Keeping his team in this hockey game. Another chance here for the Green Wave in the offensive zone. Shot blocked this time by Bauer Walter. And we'll see who's going to step up here for the Lakers. Down 3-0. Walter. Oh, Beast just completely ripped him down on that play. A shot that misses the net. Check there by Carter Whitworth. And a long outlet feed. Gelman gets behind the defense, but tries to track down that puck. Finds it. Saved there by Lindbergh. Gelman would have had a breakaway, but he couldn't receive that pass cleanly. Now the Lakers the other way. Whitworth with a shot. That's blocked by Mulebrook. Another chance and a save by Schindele. Easton Kennedy's been close a couple of times tonight. That time Schindele making the save. Now it's an icing here against the Green Wave. 3:55 left here in the second period. 3-0 East Grand Forks. Really strong second period. It was close in that first period as far as score and pace of play. Shots reflected it as well. But here in the second period, East Grand Forks coming to play. Face-off controlled by Detroit Lakes on the draw, but the Green Wave will pick it up. The loose puck is picked up by Chupka, and he'll play it forward. Stolen by the Lakers after the Green Wave got it in the offensive zone. Sully Broughton pinned against the wall. Justison plays it out to neutral ice. Nolan Mulebrook, he's got 3 assists tonight. Into the offensive zone, off balance, try to pass that puck across ice. Offensive zone, Green Wave. Job there by Justison and knock that puck loose here in the defensive zone. Out to the blue line, we got a helmet. Henry Olson lost his hat, and so they blow the whistle, and he'll go to the bench. So the face-off, where will this be? The officials talking about it. Again, not something you see all the time where a helmet pops off. Not sure where the puck was. I think it was at neutral ice, so the face-off will be also at neutral ice. With 3:21 left here in the second period, 3-0 EGF. First goal of the game was scored by Max Beese. Chupka had a redirect goal 45 seconds into the second period. And moments ago, Jace Panzer. Green Wave 2 for 2 on the power play, and now an even strength goal. It's 4-0 East Grand Forks. Wyatt Courts with the goal. And it's 4-0. This is the third line out there for the Green Wave. And against the top line, here's that goal by Courts. Lakers kind of caught watching the puck. And third line versus the first line, and the third line for the Green Wave get the goal. Wyatt Courts. There were 3:07 left in the second period. A 3-goal second period here for East Grand Forks, and they lead 4-0. Let's see what the assists are. Detroit Lakes, big check, and that's Hank Schlotteroff on the receiving end of the check. Courts gets the goal. Sean Lynn getting an assist. And Max Beese getting an assist as well. So it's a 2-point night for Max Beese. This is a Green Wave team. I've been impressed. Their depth tonight. They have good depth. Third line getting involved in the scoring as well. And they can hurt you from a number of ways. And now all three lines with goals for the Green Wave. Saved by Schindele. Out go the Green Wave out of their zone. East Grand Forks now in the offensive zone. Pass to Mulebrook. D to the near side. Shot through traffic. Saved by Lindbergh. And a stoppage here with 2:25 left here in the second. Again, Wyatt Courts moments ago. Just kind of a nonchalant goal. Lakers, there were a number of Lakers around him, but still was able to get a shot away and score the game's fourth goal. 26-10 shots in favor of the Green Wave now. Green Wave have opened up the scoring sheet, but also the shots department. 15-4. They're out shooting the Lakers here in the second period. There's Jace Panzer. Checked along the end boards. East Grand Forks, they've won 3 games this season. They have yet to win against the Minnesota opponent. Here's this shot goes out of play after it was deflected. So looking for their first win against the Minnesota school. Face off here to the left of Griffin Lindbergh. Green Wave, they've won 3 games. 2 of those were at home. The shot was off the end glass, the near side. Max Beese plays it to the corner. Now behind the net, Hudson Pettit finds it here for Detroit Lakes. Pettit plays it in near side wing. Bauer Walter will give chase. Clausen drops it off. Chase Panzer feeling pressure. Pokes it along for Gelman. Played by Carter Whitworth. Will Cymbaluk into the offensive zone. Drops it to Kennedy. Kennedy's shot blocked and goes out of play. The Green Wave, they lost the first game of the season to Delano. They followed that up with a win against Grand Forks Red River, a win against Grand Forks Central. Then they went on a losing skid. You look at that shot that deflected out of play. They were winless in 7 games, including a loss to Detroit Lakes in that 7-game winless streak. They had tied one of those games. They had tied against Orono, but lost to Warroad 4-2, lost to Cloquet 4-1, lost to Mahtomedi 6-0, lost to Bemidji, lost to Detroit Lakes in overtime, lost to Grand Forks Central. But this is an East Grand Forks team that, last year too, they started off slow and came down to it crunch time, found their way as a state champion. 43 seconds left here in the second. Will Cymbaluk, he got popped there by Max Bees. Clausen trying to clear it, held in by Pettit. Pettit with a wrist shot. Easy save for Schindele, right into the mitt. And we'll get a stoppage here with 30 seconds left in the second period. Never a bad idea to shoot the puck. That time, though, right into the padding. Hudson Pettit with the wrist shot. No rebound given up either. As the Green Wave win the defensive zone draw, they'll get it out to neutral ice. Bauer Walter gives it off to Hudson in the left. Now to Sully Broughton in the offensive zone. Broughton with a shot, saved there by Schindele. Henry Olsen racing for the puck. Green Wave get to it first. And Kovar plays it to his defensive partner. That's Schmiedeberg. Long 2-line pass. Touched there by Panzer, so no icing. As the buzzer sounds, that's the end of 2 periods here from the East Grand Forks Civic Center. It's all East Grand Forks. They lead 4-0 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our U-Motors intermission report right after this. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatels, built on trust.
Ready to crush your fitness goals? Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes has your back with 24/7 access, high-quality strength and cardio equipment, top-tier functional training, and a supportive community. And don't miss their group classes led by Coach Carly. She brings the motivation you need to every workout. Join him at 1315 Highway 10 West or call 218-844-3822. That's 844-3822. Call today. Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes. Move your body, fuel your mood. A proud supporter of Laker Athletics.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free.
Welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. Our score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, 4-0. East Grand Forks leading Detroit Lakes. It's time for our U-Motors intermission report. Detroit Lakes gave up 3 goals in that second period, and for the East Grand Forks Green Wave, they came out on fire and scored the second goal for themselves at 45-second mark of the second period. It was Jake Chupka with the goal, the assist going to Nolan Mulebrook. And just a shot that hit off the skate of Carter Whitworth shot was taken by Chupka, hit the skate of Carter Whitworth and found the back of the net. Nothing Griffin Lindberg, our Laker goalie, could do in that situation and found the back of the net to make it 2-0. Lakers did have a power play in that second period. However, they were only able to generate 1 shot on goal during that power play. And in fact, I would say the Green Wave had the majority of the scoring chances. They had a 2-on-1 shorthanded on that power play, but on that penalty kill. But Lindbergh bailing out his power play unit there, and the Lakers then were called for a tripping minor. Carter Whitworth was called for tripping, and the Green Wave scored once again on the power play. They're now 2 for 2 on the power play as they scored just about a minute into that power play. Jace Panzer. Just open look. Mulebrook was setting up a nice screen in front of Lindbergh, and Panzer ripped the shot, beat Lindbergh glove hand side, top shelf, and made the score 3-0. And then the Green Wave third line got involved in the scoring as well. Wyatt Courts was able to score his first goal of the game. Sean Lind and Max Bees with the assist, and that goal was with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left, and that was probably the toughest goal to watch of the night for the Lakers, against the Lakers here tonight, as the Green Wave just were unpressured, and Courts didn't send a great shot by any means, but just had an open look, took the shot, and it was from kind of high in the zone, high in the slot, and still found the net, and just kind of felt like the Lakers' momentum, and just after the Green Wave came out so strong, the Lakers really were kind of reeling in that second period, and Green Wave took it to them. 3 goals in that second period to make the score 4-0. They outshot Detroit Lakes in that second period 15-7. Lakers did generate some shots at the end of the second period, but for the majority of that second period, the Lakers were outshot badly, but made it a little more respectable at the end of that second period. But shot totals so far, 26 shots on goal for East Grand Forks, 13 shots on goal for Detroit Lakes. Noah Schindele, the goalie for the Green Wave, working on a shutout so far and hasn't had a lot of tough shots. We saw Easton Kennedy with a couple of good looks, but for the most part just doing his job and keeping this game scoreless for the against the Lakers here. So 4-0 our score. Detroit Lakes trailing East Grand Forks after 2 periods of play. We'll take another break. We'll be back with third period action next year from the East Grand Forks Civic Center. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
TV3 is your home for great local programming. We give a voice to our local communities. You can watch on Arvik Cable, on our website, YouTube, and Facebook page.
Layton Media offers a radio corral of 26 stations, including Real Country 102, Wave 104.1, Today's Best Music, Lakes 99.5 Classic Hits, KJ Country 96.5, and KDLM. Follow on social media and stream your favorite Layton Media radio station wherever you are with the Lakes Area Radio app.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
Good luck, Lakers, from Bluebird Books in Detroit Lakes. Bluebird Books carries new books for all ages and interests. They also have a great assortment of local art, candles, cards, candy, and many other gift items. Their friendly and experienced staff can help with book recommendations for yourself or for a gift. And if they don't have the book you're looking for, they'd be happy to order it for you. Bluebird Books is open 7 days a week, located on Washington, downtown Detroit Lakes, and online at www.bluebirdbooks.store.
Fall is the season of cozy nights, crisp mornings, and gathering where it feels most like home. Why not find your happy place right where the leaves fall? Whether it's a cabin at the lake or your forever family home, My Kind of Bank makes it easy. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and friendly local experts, they'll guide you through every step of the home buying journey. Buying, refinancing, or upgrading, My Kind of Bank is ready when you are. Visit mykindofbank.com or stop by today. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. It's our U Motors Intermission Report. 4-0 East Grand Forks leading Detroit Lakes here in boys hockey as we get third period started here in just a moment. The Zamboni has one last little strip left, and we'll be back to action here momentarily. Taking a look at, we'll take a look at our broadcast schedule coming up tomorrow afternoon, we'll have girls hockey on the airwaves. Northern Lakes will be coming to town at the Kent. And we'll have that for you. That's a 1 o'clock face-off tomorrow afternoon at the Kent. And then next week, Tuesday, girls basketball, St. Cloud Crush will be in town. Boys basketball, big section game against Ricori on the 8th. And looking ahead to next week, the following week, girls basketball, girls hockey, and then a big Friday game on the 16th. Boys hockey, Detroit Lakes taking on the Warroad Warriors, who currently stand atop our section 8A in boys hockey. They're 10-3 overall, and so that'll be a huge game. If Detroit Lakes is able to come back down 4-0 here against East Grand Forks here in the third period, that would be a huge game. Could potentially mean that the winner of that game would have the number 1 seed in the playoffs, which will be getting started in February. Even if the Lakers are unable to come back here down 4-0 here against East Grand Forks here in the third period, still, if they were able to beat Warroad, that could mean that they could still have a chance at that number 1 seed. Of course, it's a coach's vote, so it all is determined on the coaches at the end of the season. So playoffs are always interesting as far as how the seeds will shake out. But Detroit Lakes 2-0 in section play, 5-6 overall. Warroad, they're 10-3 overall, 2-0 in section play. They got a win against this East Grand Forks team a few weeks back. They beat them 4-2 back on December 2nd. Warroad, they've only lost their only losses this season. They lost to Delano 3-1 to begin the season, and they lost to Moorhead 5-3, and they lost to Grand Forks Red River in the tournament that's in Warroad, which they ended up winning that tournament, but they lost the first game to Grand Forks Red River 4-2. Big matchup for the Warriors on Tuesday. They'll take on the Roseau Rams on Tuesday. That begins a long road trip that they don't play back at home until the 22nd of January. Taking a look at the Lakers sports calendar here for tonight, the Laker wrestling team, they're at the Fargo Dome for a tournament. Boys doubleheader tonight. They are at DGF. And the Laker boys basketball team taking on DGF tonight at 7:30. Girls hockey is at home tonight. They are taking on Prairie Center. Girls basketball, they were scheduled to play Park Rapids tonight, but that game got postponed to January 19th. Busy day tomorrow. The boys swim and dive team, they'll be at West Fargo for a varsity invite for boys swimming and diving. And wrestlers will be taking part in their tournament again tomorrow at the Fargo Dome. Mentioned girls hockey, we'll have that on the airwaves for you. Northern Lakes coming to town, 1 o'clock puck drop tomorrow. Also tomorrow in Laker sports, Laker Alpine ski team will have an invite versus at Brainerd. And boys hockey will be at the Shields Arena tomorrow night for 7 o'clock tilt against Fargo Davies. So let's look at the calendar. Also tomorrow, we'll be back on the airwaves for Coffee with the Coaches, live from Burger King, 9 o'clock. We'll talk to some coaches. Tomorrow morning, live from Burger King in Detroit Lakes. Had to postpone last week. I was out with illness, but feeling better, and we'll be back at Burger King tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So, team huddles up, getting ready for the start of the third period, and for the Lakers, they need a much better start to this third period. They were on their heels the majority of that second period. They come out strong here in the third, and at least net a goal. And it is a coach's vote at the end of the season, so the box scores do matter. You wouldn't want this game to end in running time or anything like that. So come out strong here in the third period, keep it respectable, and who knows, maybe stay in the game long enough. Anything can happen. We saw the JV team, they were down 2-0 going into the third, and they ended up winning as they scored 4 goals in the third period. So anything can happen in high school sports. We begin the third period. Lakers down 4-0. You're 9 seconds in the third period. A shot by Panzer as the Green Wave get it in the offensive zone. Lakers' Carter Whitworth plays it off the boards and up to Easton Kennedy in the offensive zone. Kennedy drives it wide. Kennedy still with the puck. Back to the blue line. Pettit at the top of the circles. Fanned on a shot. Picked up by Max Bees. And he'll play it out to neutral ice and look to try to make it off to Panzer, who gets a shot. Good quick release there by Panzer. And a save by Griffin Lindberg. Another save here. 23 saves tonight for Griffin Lindbergh. Watch this release by Jace Panzer. Doesn't stick handle it long, just quick release. And saved there by Lindbergh. But shot here, this is Chupka. Save after a block shot there by Justison. Chupka gets it back and through traffic, another shot and a save by Lindbergh. So a couple of good scoring chances here for East Grand Forks to begin this third period. Jake Chupka, who scored the goal to begin the second period, looking for another one here, but that time a save by Lindbergh. Walter plays it off the glass and all the way down. This will not be icing. They'll wave it off. No icing, says the official. Schmiedeberg for the Green Wave plays it far wing. Now the near side, Nolan Mulebrook. 3 assists tonight. Gets a shot. That's blocked. Behind the net, tie-up ensues. Chupka comes away with it for the Green Wave. Backhands it to Schmiedeberg. Now to the near side, point, shot, redirect, and Mulebrook almost snuck that one past Lindbergh. The puck goes through the blue paint, never went into the net. Nolan Mulebrook, 3 points tonight, looking for his first goal. He's got 3 assists. Back to Schmiedeberg. Blocked here by Lawson Justison. Appearing that the Green Wave putting that pressure on, just like they began the second period. Here in the third as well. This shot goes off the side of the net. Chupka had a glance off of him. It's picked up by Mulebrook. Slapped in by Schmaltz. Picked up by Rhett Walter. Cross-ice pass. So to the near side. That's Parker Hendricks out there for the first time tonight. Now Max Descharme will swipe it into the Green Wave zone. 2 minutes into the third period, 4-0. Green Wave leading. Shot made its way on net. Shot was taken by Bauer Walter. Parker Hendricks battling for the puck. Kept in by Hudson Pettit. Third line out there for the Lakers. There's Max Bees. Pass through neutral ice. Picked up now by Bauer Walter. Backhands it to neutral ice. Play to the near side. Schmiedeberg with it for the Green Wave. Picked up by Max Beast after played off the boards. Beast now in the offensive zone. Shot redirected. Slap shot by Jalman, and that goes into the mesh netting over the glass. Out of play. So we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Green Wave. It was touched last by the Lakers. Easton Kennedy to take the draw. Jace Panzer for the Green Wave. Top line versus top line. Sent the length of the ice, but not icing here as Whitworth will get to it first. Whitworth sidesteps a defender. Shot was taken, saved by Schindele. A rebound was given up, but the Green Wave get to it first. And now they enter the offensive zone and get a shot on net. Panzer with the shot. Saved by Griffin Lindbergh. So good hustle here by Carter Whitworth. He got to that puck in the corner and sidestepped a defender. Got a good shot away. And there was a rebound there on the doorstep, but East Grand Forks picks it up, scampers into the offensive zone, and draw will result after the save by Lindbergh. Tie up on the draw. Lakers get the puck. Rhett Walter goes out of play. Walter tried to clear it off the glass, goes out of play. And we'll get another face-off here in the defensive zone. If you're watching on YouTube, on Lakes TV3's YouTube page, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it is a blue tint here to the ice here at the Civic Center. Not sure exactly what makes that. You see that in a couple of arenas where you have the blue tint to the ice. More prominent this year than I remember in years past, but it's always had that bluish hue, but more so this year it feels like, as the Green Wave will play it off the glass all the way down, and this will be no icing. A good hustle. That was Jake Chupka getting that puck and negating the icing, but meanwhile the Lakers get it into the offensive zone. Kennedy with a shot, a glove save by Schindele. Looked like it was destined, that puck was destined to be an icing, but Chupka gets back and wins the race for the puck. Easton Kennedy with a good look here, but Schindele with a glove save. And he's been perfect tonight. 16 saves for Schindele, the goalie for the Green Wave. Here's Sully Broughton, generates a shot, but that's blocked. Picked up by Wyatt Courts. Courts has a goal tonight. Turnover here by the Lakers in their defensive zone. It's Bees who scores! Another goal for number 26, Max Bees. Turnover by the Lakers in their defensive zone, and Max Bees finds the back of the net. Lakers caught reaching for that puck too, and Max Bees with his second goal tonight. And East Grand Forks leads 5-0. All East Grand Forks. Oh. Here, let's listen to this announcement. Unassisted goal for Max Bees. Goal coming at the 3:59 mark of the third period. Cleared all the way down by the Green Wave, but not far enough for icing here as Hudson Pettit will pick it up in his own zone. Pettit in the offensive end, drives it wide on his backhand. Picked up by Walter, rebound given up, and then big check. It looked like Brody Bender on the receiving end of a hit. Max Bees that check off as shot goes to the end boards. Jace Panzer, who lost his glove in the process of getting his glove back up. A couple of parting shots to Hudson Pettit. Gelman back out to neutral ice. Grant Kovar to Schmiedeberg. Oh, nice feed. Lovejoy shoots, and a save by Lindbergh. And then Lovejoy goes into the Laker net. Neutral ice play by East Grand Forks. Watch this pass, long distance pass. Lovejoy into the offensive zone and just breaks right through the defense of the Lakers. And this is an East Grand Forks team that shows, why they're always in contention at the end of the season. They turn it on here in the month of January and sets themselves up great for February. Carter Whitworth behind his net, behind the East Grand Forks net. Hold there by Walter at the blue line. And dumped back in by the Green Wave. Brett Walter gets to it, wraps it around the boards. Whitworth waits for it along the near side wing. Skates by the puck. Green Wave will get it. Clausen turns it over. Hank Schlotteroff. The offensive zone. Dumps it in deep. Clausen. Pass to the near wing. The offensive zone. East Grand Forks. Dumps it in deep. Bauer Walter finds it. And plays it back out to neutral ice. Lind, he lost the puck at the blue line. Now Justison for Detroit Lakes into the offensive zone. Detroit Lakes tying up. Sully Broughton in the corner. And the Green Wave will come away with it. As Ryan Clausen dumps it in. Down to 10 minutes left here in the third period. Green Wave get one more goal and we would be into running time. Schmiedeberg. Pass broken up. Pettit now has it for the Lakers. Cross ice pass to Schlotteroff. Stolen by Panzer. To Gelman. Gelman still with it. Takes a shot. It was blocked by Justison. He lost the stick. And then it's iced by Detroit Lakes. And we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the Lakers zone. 9:29 left here in the third. Brody Bender to take the draw for the Lakers. Matching up against Tucker Lovejoy. Green Wave win the draw, but it went back too cleanly. Goes all the way back into their own zone. Schindele comes out, plays it for Max Bees. The defenseman is looking for a hat trick. He's got 2 goals tonight. Stolen by Hendricks, played to the end board. Zimmerman trying to cycle it back to Bender. Bees comes away with it. It's to Mulebrook. Across the Panzer. Offensive zone. Jace Panzer cuts to the slot, and a glove save by Griffin Lindberg. Griffin Lindberg now 26 saves tonight. Speed of Panzer. Quick to the slot, and quick glove by Griffin Lindberg. Easton Kennedy to take the draw. He's had a couple of scoring chances, but been relatively quiet tonight. The Lakers need that top line, especially against the top opponent. They need to net some of those goals, some of those scoring chances. It's Hudson Pettit, cross ice to Whitworth. Whitworth will dump it in. Schindele out of his net. Couldn't catch up to the puck. And the puck will leave the zone. Pettit sends it back in deep. Clausen for the Green Wave. Regroups in his own zone. So to Grant Kovar. Ahead for Courts. Courts turns it over. Gives tries to get to that puck though, and the Lakers will come up with it. Simblick felt the pressure of Schmaltz. Now gets it back. Simblick drives it wide, now behind the net. Feed it there to Sully Broughton. Couldn't connect. Now behind the net. Lakers in the offensive zone. Green Wave will get to the puck. Try to play it out. Held in by Simblick. Now it's poked out to neutral ice by Sean Lind. Passing here by the Green Wave. Bring it into the offensive zone to Sharm. Lost the puck. Turnover. Chance here for the Green Wave. Back to the blue line it goes. Lovejoy holds it. Behind the net, Schmaltz on his backhand. Feeds it to Shellman. Back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy rips a shot. Saved by Lindberg. Not sure how he saw that puck, but makes a save and a stop with 7:18 left here in the third. 5-rip Green Wave. Lovejoy to take the draw for the Lakers against Lawson Justison. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave. Lovejoy cycles it down, trying to find Panzer. Sharm unable to come up with the puck. Now he does find it. So to Sully Broughton along the near wing. Held in at the blue line by the Green Wave. Pinching down is Schmaltz. Stolen by Schlotteroff. They'll send one in on goal. Blockered out of play. And a stop with 6:49 left here in the third period. 5-0 East Grand Forks. On their way to their 4th win of the season. Lakers looking like they're going to fall to 5-7 overall. And for Detroit Lakes, this will be their first section loss of the year. Green Wave will earn their first section win. As long as nothing crazy happens here in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Schindele out of his net, leaves it here for the defense. Max Bees. Will he get number 3 tonight? Will the Lakers be able to break the shutout as this puck goes into the rafters, but somehow went through the rafters and stayed in play here at the Civic Center? As the Lakers will find it. Hudson Pettit gloves it down, brings it in to the offensive zone. Good check there by Clausen. A nice play there by Ryan Clausen, taking out Pettit on that play. It's not a big hit, but it's enough to dislodge the puck, and then the Green Wave break it out and actually ice the puck. But it's good defense here by the East Grand Forks team, and Lakers just have not been able to find a way to find the back of the net here this evening. Carter Whitworth to take the draw. Bouncing puck, settled down by Simblick. Now to Max Descharm. Shot deflects off of a Green Wave stick and out of play. Get another offensive zone draw with 6:01 left here in the third. Whitworth doing a nice job in the face-off dot there to generate the shot by Ducharme, but blocked by the Green Wave. As Green Wave now control the puck here in their defensive zone, they'll break it out. Gelman with speed. Gelman, he's got number 20 for the Green Wave. He's got good speed. His stick handling, though, hasn't been there tonight, but he's had some chances. Got that kind of speed, and he's got a big body, too, that puts himself in good position here as a save by Lindbergh, and then a late push after the play. Lovejoy coming in and crashing the net. Kennedy taking exception to that. That's a late shot, late push there by Lovejoy. That draws reaction from the Laker captain. 5.5 left here as Hudson Pettit gets hooked, and we're going to get a penalty, a power play for the Lakers. Hooking penalty against the Green Wave. Pettit was trying to skate that puck out, and Green Wave get called for the penalty. It's a 2-minute minor for hooking on Braden Overgaard. Lakers were able to generate one shot on that last power play that they had. See what they can do here. Green Wave quickly clear the puck. Chance here for Mulebrook. He tried to sell that he was drugged down in that play, but the official not buying it. "20 seconds into the power play. Lakers looking for their first shot on this power play. Kennedy's pass broken up by Beast. Played off the boards and not out. And now we have Easton Kennedy a little slow to get up. This would be devastating if Kennedy is hurt here. He is, looks like he's laboring a little bit. He's kind of hunched over. There's a penalty on the Green Wave. As Easton Kennedy looks like he's going to gut it out and stay, slashing call. As Kennedy was on the receiving end of a slash. And that's Max Bees called for the penalty. Slashing on Bees. 4:53 left here in the third. Kennedy's okay, he's staying out there. That's good news. A shot by Kennedy and a save by Schindele. 5-on-3 hockey here for 1:15. Seen this Green Wave team, they've in those parting shots, they do. I've seen a couple of times where they've slashed our Laker players, but finally are called for it as Kennedy sit down to Rhett Walter. Back to Kennedy, right wing, cross to Bauer Walter. Bauer turns, looks to pass, gives it off to Simbulik. One touch to Kennedy, back to Bauer Walter, down to Rhett at the bottom of the circles. In front, Hudson Pettit in his skates, couldn't find it. Now drops it for Rhett. Back to Simbulik, he fans on a shot attempt. Now Rhett Walter from the bottom of the circles, misses the net. And actually it was touched, deflected out of play. Coach Palmasino saying he didn't hit anything. He thought it was out clean. Linesman said it was touched by a Green Wave player. That's why the faceoff will be in the zone. 30 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and we get a timeout. Timeout by Detroit Lakes. Timeout brought to you by U Motors. 5-on-3 for another 30 seconds. Braden Overgaard was called for hooking. Max Bees called for a slashing. And the Lakers trying to draw something up to get some goals here. They still, down to not much time left, but still working on things, still practicing on in this type of scenario. Might not win this hockey game, but you could work on something for the next game. As Coach Noah is talking to his power play unit, who so far tonight 0 for 1, only had one other power play chance. But here with a 5-on-3 as we near the finish line here at East Grand Forks, down to 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. So 5-on-3 for another 30 seconds. Carter Whitworth to take the draw, looks like. It's Whitworth, Bauer Walter, Easton Kennedy, Will Simblick, and Hudson Pettit. Walter and Pettit, they'll play up as forwards. Offensively, it's Kennedy and Simblick. Face-off won by the Green Wave. They'll look to clear, held in by Kennedy at the blue line. So 5-on-3 for another 22 seconds. Kennedy from the high slot passes it to the left wing. Shot was taken by Whitworth. Missed the net. Net came off. And we'll get another face-off here in the offensive zone. Whitworth trying to gear up a big one-time slap shot, but missed the net. Another offensive zone draw here. 3:43 left. Kennedy to take it. Face-off won by Kennedy. Back to Simblick. Passing the skate of Kennedy. Now it's to Whitworth. Simblick. Walter. Simblick calling for it. Giving though to Kennedy and a one-time goal. Oh! What? Are you kidding me? That was definitely back of the net, but I mean, the Laker bench is I am shocked. That puck clearly went in and out. Play continues. Coach Noah is looking at the official as waved that off. Oh, my. Carter Whitworth just scored a goal, but it's not going to count here. I am absolutely stunned. Watch this replay. Whitworth scores a goal here. In and out. Oh, my goodness. And now the official, they're going to talk about it. And it should be talked about. I am absolutely baffled if they do not give the Lakers a goal here. It was clear as day, even from this vantage point. The net moved. And I think this is the right move. They're going to talk about it. There's no goal judges here. In a playoff game, there would be. I just don't know how you. So the officials over talking in front of the penalty boxes. I mean, they're going to call it a goal. I think they were going to conference up, talk about it, to talk about whether that should have been called a goal. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of, but they're over here talking in front of our penalty box. Watch this again. Whitworth, one-timer. I mean, it's tough to tell, but from my vantage point, it looked like that puck, it went in. I mean, that we got a still image of that puck going in the net. I mean, it's 5-1. Likelihood of the Lakers coming back, but still, the principle of the matter is that was a goal. And we have camera evidence up here in the press area. But the official waved his head, and now they're going to call it a goal. Good. Excellent officiating. They got the call right. They talked about it. That is a power play goal for Carter Whitworth. And it'll be 5-on-4. They put a little time back in the stand as well, on the clock as well. And so that's the right move. 5-1. They ended up giving Whitworth that goal. It was definitely a power play goal for Whitworth at the 13:35 mark of the third period. So the Lakers do get the goal. And again, excellent officiating. They missed it at first, but then they talked about it. The linesmen, the officials, they all met after there was a whistle, talked about it, and the goal does count for Carter Whitworth. As the Lakers now get in the offensive zone. Symbolic shot, glove save here by Schindele. 2:34 left here in the third period. That's for Carter Whitworth, his 4th goal of the season. Didn't get an announcement on the assists on that goal, but Justison to take the draw. It's it back. One back by the Green Wave. And they'll dump it in on goal. And Lindbergh will freeze it up with 2:26 left here in the third period. And for Detroit Lakes, they'll get to bounce back tomorrow, taking on Fargo Davies, a team that they lost to in overtime earlier. That was a game that we did a few weeks ago. The rematch against Davies tomorrow night. But the second period was the turning point in this game. Obviously, the Green Wave scored 3 goals, but it was the way that the Green Wave came out in that second period that changed the entire complexion. They came out, they played angry. They were winning the battles for the puck, and that's what Coach Noah had talked about in the pregame is we got to win the battles of the puck. That second period, Green Wave won all the battles of the puck, outshot the Lakers, and that's where this game changed. First period was good, I thought. A late goal by the Green Wave in the at the end of that first period. It was a good goal. It was Max Beast scoring on the power play. It was a good quality goal. Second period, bad bounce for the Chupka goal. And then Panzer with a nice goal. And the fourth goal of this game was not a pretty goal for the Laker defense. And the Green Wave here in the third period, Max Beast scoring an unassisted goal. But Lakers still fighting in the third period. Down a minute 30 left here in the third period. Down 5-1. Nice thing is it's a regular season game. You learn from it. You move on. Don't let it happen in the playoffs. Pass in front. Bees will steer to side. Lakers playing their third line now. Bees looking for his third goal. He's out there. He's hungry. Dumped in here by the Lakers, Hudson Pettit. Minute left here in the third period. Green Wave, Tucker Lovejoy out to neutral ice. Down to the offensive zone. Lovejoy, shot, save. Now they're going to give the assist here on that Whitworth goal. They do announce that Easton Kennedy and Bauer Walter were the guys who got the assists on that Whitworth goal, the 13:31 mark. But Lakers are going to come up short, down to 37 seconds left as this puck goes out of play into the stands. 36 seconds left. Again, give credit to the officials. They on that Whitworth goal. They've been a good officiated game tonight. They've gotten most of the calls right. And they're going to get a penalty here on Hudson Pettit. Tripping penalty on Hudson Pettit with 28 seconds left. Another penalty on the Lakers. Pettit will go to the box. And a chance here for this East Grand Forks power play unit, who is 2 for 2 tonight on the power play. They have been perfect on the power play. Usually the Laker penalty kill is top notch, but tonight it's been lacking a little bit. But give credit to the Green Wave playmakers here as they'll get another shot and a save by Lindbergh. 16 seconds left. Green Wave will put Courts in the draw. Face off tie up by Kennedy. On the net, Max Ducharme down to 10 seconds left. Turnover here by the Lakers, and now they'll pick it up and clear it the length. And that'll do it for this hockey game. Final score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. The East Grand Forks Green Wave get the win by a final score of 5-1 against the Detroit Lakes Lakers here in boys hockey. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game show next. You're listening to Laker Hockey on KDLM, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
Good luck, Lakers, from Bluebird Books in Detroit Lakes. Bluebird Books carries new books for all ages and interests. They also have a great assortment of local art, candles, cards, candy, and many other gift items. Their friendly and experienced staff can help with book recommendations for yourself or for a gift. And if they don't have the book you're looking for, they'd be happy to order it for you. Bluebird Books is open 7 days a week, located on Washington, downtown Detroit Lakes, and online at www.bluebirdbooks.store.
Principal Mortgage Group Incorporated, number 194185, a locally owned mortgage broker committed to providing clients with excellent customer service, combined with competitive mortgage rates. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, purchasing or building your dream home, refinancing an outstanding mortgage, consolidating debt, our highly experienced team of mortgage professionals can help make your dreams come true. Contact Craig, NMLS number 195006, Rob, NMLS number 320509, or Julia, NMLS 537109 at 844-7466.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
A Foltz building speaks for itself, but our customers say it best. This is Nick Bowers with Foltz Buildings in Detroit Lakes. From garages to commercial spaces, machine storage to toy storage, our experienced team delivers top quality construction tailored to your needs. See our work firsthand. Visit our models any day of the week on Highway 10 West in Detroit Lakes. Call 218-847-3281 for a free estimate. And read real customer reviews at foltzbuildings.com.
From the first Little Laker to the now Senior Lakers, Lake Sport Shop has been equipping those kids with the best and safest equipment in the Lakes area. Lake Sport Shop in Detroit Lakes, also proud to be the best location for hunting gear, winter gear, summer water toys, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, and just your all-around Lake Sport Shop. Good luck to all of the Laker athletes, whether you're just starting out or now seniors. Lake Sport Shop in Detroit Lakes, a proud sponsor of all Laker athletes. Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now, and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
Fall is the season of cozy nights, crisp mornings, and gathering where it feels most like home. Why not find your happy place right where the leaves fall? Whether it's a cabin at the lake or your forever family home, My Kind of Bank makes it easy. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and friendly local experts, they'll guide you through every step of the home buying journey. Buying, refinancing, or upgrading, My Kind of Bank is ready when you are. Visit mykindofbank.com or stop by today. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here to the East Grand Forks Civic Center as we get into our post-game show as we talk to head coach Ben Noah after a tough loss here to East Grand Forks tonight. Final score 5-1, Coach, and it felt like that second period they really came out strong, didn't they?
Yeah, well, and actually I thought we probably had our best period of the year in the first period. That was There was a lot on the line in that game, and East Grand's not used to being in a position where they could get swept by us in a regular season, and so we knew we were going to get their very best. And I thought we were awesome from the drop of the puck. If you look at the sequence in that first period where we score a goal without a kicking motion.
That's what they called, or was it the net coming off? What was the?
So the explanation that I got was couldn't tell if it was a kicking motion, but the net also came off, so they got to wave it off. And I knew I wasn't going to win that argument, and so I was friendly with them. But as soon as that happens, the second sequence that happened to us right after that is we took a penalty. And we had Henry Olsen had got a really bad Charlie horse in the hamstring or in the quad, and he was hurting. Lawson Justison, who was also a penalty killer, was just coming off a long shift, and Easton Kennedy was the one that took the penalty. He's another penalty killer. So I looked down at my bench, and I'm thinking, who am I going to?
Ferguson.
And Xander was out on the ice, and he's not a penalty killer.
Yeah.
And the ref didn't give me any time, and the penalty box door wasn't even shut yet. And I try to get other guys on the ice. Ref says no. So then they kick out our center, and now Xander has to take the draw. We lose the draw. They shoot and score. And what a crazy sequence, right? Because we played an unbelievable first period on the road, and we're down 1-0 when we all felt we should have been up 1-0. Then the second period happens without Henry Olsen. We have to move Carter up to our top line. That takes a lot of juice off of our second line. We're without a forward. We don't have a ton of depth right now. We're still trying to learn to play in these big games. And there was about a 10-minute lull where East Grand was all over us. We didn't weather the storm. They get a goal off of a skate. Really, if that doesn't hit a skate, that's going in the corner because the guy fanned on the shot. Hits our skate, goes in. It's 2-0. And then they get a power play. They made a nice play, a nice shot, 3-0. And before we know it, it's 4-0 going in the third. So, that's not a 5-1 hockey game. I don't think it ever is when these two teams play each other anymore. And we're just going to have to take a look at the tape, heal up. We got a big rematch with Fargo Davies tomorrow. I think we're going to be without Henry Olsen. He's an energy guy. He's a big deal to our lineup. So now other guys are going to have to step up.
And Carter popped one in, and I don't often react when I see something that looks like it was a goal, and we had video camera evidence that it was a goal. But give credit to the officials. They talked about it after the whistle and made the right call.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think the most important guy that's standing on the goal line, he's the only one in the rink that didn't see it. The net moved. The other two refs knew it was a goal. They had to let the play on until the next whistle to be able to go in and say, hey, this was a goal. Because it's ultimately that guy's call down on the goal line. And there's an old saying in officials, you don't mow someone else's lawn, right? So that's just what they were waiting for. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough way to come out of this building losing 5-1. It was a 10-minute stretch with a couple of unfortunate sequences that really resulted in that final score.
Yeah, and they did bring some physicality. You were expecting that tonight here, especially in their home barn.
Yeah, and they don't want to get swept by us. There's a big seed, sitting on the line tonight. Our guys understood that if we find a way to win tonight, January 16th becomes a game about the number one seed, right, against Warroad at home. And I loved our effort. I loved our preparation. We were ready for this game, and it was just like the things that you can't control in sports is the bounce of the puck, the officiating, some of the calls, things like that. And we got to learn how to play through that, learn how to keep our game elevated when that's going on. We got to weather that storm because, like we talked about in between the second and third period, the way East Grand Forks is built, like they're deeper and they're a better skating team than us. And every time we play them, there's probably going to be about a 10-minute sequence where we have to weather the storm. It happened in the game that we won at home where we did a nice job weathering that storm. We didn't give one up. We defended really well. And so, we just got to learn continue to grow, and I like where we're at.
Yeah, and a chance to bounce back tomorrow, Fargo Davies.
Absolutely, yep, and a chance for other guys to step up because like I said, I think we're going to be without Henry. We're going to need some more contribution out of some other guys and show that we do have some depth, and it's a good opportunity for other guys.
He had a play in the first period where he dislodged the puck from an opponent, then he blocked a shot on the same shift. I mean, he's just a guy, and we saw him make impact offensively in that first period as well. Unfortunately, he had that injury later, but man, he is just playing lights out for you guys.
Yeah, and everything about his game is simple, hard routes, and he does everything with purpose, intention, and intensity. And he goes to the net hard. He sprints when he's the closest guy to the puck to take away time and space. He back checks and picks up guys. He plays really good D-zone. He's not afraid to block shots. He's an undersized player. He's not afraid to take a hit to make a play. And when you lose somebody like that out of the lineup, it was kind of deflating to our team, knowing that we didn't have him. And that kind of was the start of that 10-minute sequence, because he came out in the second period and he tried to gut through it, and it just wasn't there. And we were missing that, and I think that kind of led to that 10-minute lull where other guys needed to step up, and it just didn't happen tonight.
We'll see if it happens tomorrow, and I appreciate the time, Coach.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Charlie.
Head Coach Ben Noah joining us here on the post-game show as the Lakers fall. Final score 5-1 here against the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Let's do a quick scoring summary, a game summary, and we'll do our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game if we can pull that up as well as we take a look at our scoring summary in this one. Detroit Lakes gave up the first goal. It was a power play goal. Max Beese scored the first goal of the game, and that was 3 seconds into that power play. It was 2:25 left in the first period, so a late goal. And again, that was right after the Hudson Pettit goal was disallowed, and Green Wave get the goal to make it 1-0 goal by Max Beese. Then in the second period, the Green Wave, 45 seconds into the second period, again a shot that was fanned on by Jake Chupka, hit the skate of Carter Whitworth and found the back of the net somehow, and the score 2-0. Lakers unable to capitalize on their power play at the midway point of the second period. But then the Lakers were called for a penalty. It was a tripping penalty on Carter Whitworth. And Jace Panzer was able to capitalize on that power play. 5:44 left in the second period. Made the score 3-0. And Wyatt Courts got the goal with 3:07 left in the second period to make the score 4-0. Green Wave made it 5-0. Max Beese scored his fifth goal. It was an unassisted goal at the 3:59 mark of the third period, and made the score 5-0. The Green Wave were 2 players short. It was a 5-on-3, and Carter Whitworth scored a power play goal. There was some controversy. It was initially waived as a no goal, but then after some talk by all of the officials, they did get the call right, and Whitworth gets the power play goal with 13 at the 13:31 mark of the third period. Easton Kennedy with the assist along with Bauer Walter. And then Hudson Pettit was called for a penalty in the final seconds of the third period, but Lakers were able to kill off that penalty. So it's time now for our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game. We're going to give it to Max Beese. He had 2 goals here tonight, had the first goal and had the final goal for the Green Wave, who scored 5 goals here tonight. Beese scoring 2 of the 5 goals. Also, shout out to Nolan Mulebrook. He had 3 assists tonight. He's probably second in line for player of the game, but it's going to be Max Beese, who had 2 goals and an assist, and he's our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game. And that's a wrap for our broadcast. I want to take a look at our schedule coming up tomorrow. Join us tomorrow afternoon for girls hockey versus Northern Lakes. That's a 1 o'clock face-off tomorrow, and then we'll have some basketball next week. Girls basketball against St. Cloud Crush on the 6th. Boys basketball on the 8th. And the next boys hockey game will be a huge game on the 16th. That's when Warroad will come to town at the Kent Freeman Arena, and we'll have that for you on Friday, January 16th, Detroit Lakes versus Warroad in boys hockey. For everybody involved in the production of our broadcast, want to shout out to our TV3 crew, Raina Zima and Kale, doing a great job tonight on camera. I'm Charlie Nolan, signing off here from the Civic Center and East Grand Forks. Final score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. East Grand with the win against Detroit Lakes and boys hockey. Final score 5-1. Have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll talk